Hi guys, and welcome to this Friday market update. So a lot is happening. Crypto is doing very, very well, exactly as we predicted on February right here. We said that Bitcoin will go up to here and then drop in a final five-wave move down. So all is going as planned. And just, I'm not saying these things to brag, but because I want you to show that this Elliott Wave structure is the most important thing you want to learn about the TA, and it works for all markets. And this is my goal on this channel to show you how to read the wave structure so you will be able to do this yourself, because my goal is for all of us to win this cycle. And if you know how to read a wave structure, you don't need to focus on any news or any external events, because when I posted in February right here that this move up will happen and then this move down will happen, I didn't know any news about any wars. The wave structure did tell us that this move up and this move down will happen. And I just want you to show that you can do this as well. And I will do my best to show you how to do this. So right now we'll just do a recap of the whole week of X post, what I posted and what happened then on the charts. We will explain this whole move on Bitcoin, and we'll take a look also what XRP, Ethereum, Solana, and Tether and stablecoins looks like in this final wave down we are in right now. And how close to the bottom we are. But first, just something I am posting about all the time. This is a basic Elliott Wave pattern, 5 waves up and 3 wave correction after we get a 5-wave move up. And this is exactly what's happening all across the markets. This is a Bitcoin chart. We made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a 3-wave correction. The most basic one is ABC. If we get another wave up, and another wave down, we know that this will be a double zigzag, a double ABC, so a WXY, and this is exactly what happened here. And ABC right here, X connecting wave, and as soon as we got this 5-wave move down right here, we knew that this was wave A. And if we know that this was wave A, we knew that this was an WXY, meaning this will be an A, B, and a final 5-wave move down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are now in wave 5 of this whole bear market correction. This is just how markets work. Markets work in a pattern, and they work in a pattern because this is a human emotions depicted on a chart. This is how human emotions work, and these two are just a couple of patterns of how these human emotions and psychology looks on the chart. So before we get into the recap of our X post for this week, I would just like to let you know that I just started my YouTube channel, which is this Aragorn Windbreaker Crypto. Give me a follow and subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos. I'll do my best to spend as much time on them as possible. Now let's just see what I posted this week on X and what happened on the chart. So if you like what you're seeing and if you would like to see more of that, give me a follow on X as well and share this content if you think it is valuable. Like I said, I want as much people as possible to win this cycle. So first, just a reminder, because it's important for you to understand this post from February 26th, where we call this local top to about 78K and then drop to about 57 to 52K, which we then adjusted on March 5th to about 82K and the same target below. This last move happening in a 5-wave move down, as we just showed. So looking on a chart, this is this area right here, exactly tapped, and followed by this 5-wave move down. And now let's just quickly take a look at what I posted this week on X and what happened then on the chart. And I'm showing you this just to prove to you that the news and world happenings does not matter that much. The structure is always right. So 7 days ago, I posted this interesting chart, which are 2 ceasefire war rallies, which we both called that they are a corrective structure, this and this. And because this is a corrective structure, not an impulsive 5-move up structure, it means that a continuation down will happen. And exactly first wave of this wave 5 did happen. Then the next day, zooming in, this is that first wave of the larger last 5 wave. We said that this was subwave 5 and that this will be subwave 2. And why this is important? Because in Elliott Wave, the corrective bounce that feels like a reversal, this is actually wave 2, right before subwave 3 follows. Next day, this is just something that is interesting. CryptoCon calling this 52 to 57K bottom that matches with our wave count bottom as well. Then next, this is our post explaining how markets work, not because of news, but because of the wave structure. Then the next day, we said that Bitcoin fell 200 short of hitting 0.5 fib of this wave 2. Then we said that when PCE will print on Thursday, people will say that that's what moved it, but our wave structure mapped this before the inflation data came in. And below, we said that waves 2 usually retrace quite deep with a common fib retracement up from 0.618 to 786. Then some on-chain data that agrees with our wave counts. Then the next day, our morning post in Bitcoin subwave 2 just hit our 0.5 fib. And then the next one is 0.618 at 65.2 if we go higher, and then the next one. And what the news said, the confirmation of the next step in the US-Iran peace deal gave people a reason to long, but our fibs showed us this first. And furthermore, the wave structure tells us that this final 5-wave move down is not completed, and that the closest liquidity pool is above 65, right at the 0.618 fib right here, and then we will continue in subwave 3. Then the next day, we posted that BTC made a sharp reversal exactly at our 0.618, exactly right here, as we posted the previous day, and that this is usually a wave 3 acceleration, not a pullback. And at that moment, Bitcoin was on a macro support and 1 weekly 200 moving average at 62.5. When that breaks, I would be surprised if we go searching for new lows with this subwave 3 of the final wave 5. So this is a 1-2 subwave 3 of this 5th wave, okay, making new lows. More on-chain data that agrees with our wave count. The next day, we posted Bitcoin 1 daily RSI just made a bearish cross for the first time since the drop since 82K. If confirmed, Bitcoin continues down in wave 3. So this is that 1, 2, 3. Then the update on our Bitcoin short from 75.5K up 500%, and our hype short that's doing really well. Same day, this thing happened. Bitcoin made a new low with 59K, exactly as we posted. So this being a continuation down in subwave 3. Then the next day, which was yesterday, we said that 62.2 exactly at 1 week 200 EMA is the line. If Bitcoin doesn't drop from here and continue its subwave 3, then we are looking at a possible diagonal scenario, which by the way is still on the table. And as you know, Bitcoin then reversed exactly at that line down. And in the same day, I posted PCE numbers came at consensus exactly at 4.1%, which is not a bad reading. And still, as predicted, Bitcoin dropped to a new low in the same day, 58K. And for this morning, I think that Bitcoin just hit 58K yesterday, as we predicted 4 months ago from right here. So this move up and this move down, and that are still missing a final 5th wave in this wave 5 to get our bottom in. So this was only for this week, and I'll do my best in future as well. But not just to give you some random charts and levels, but to actually show you how to do this. Now let's just go through the structure quickly. If you want a deep dive in any of this, just check my videos from past days. So looking at Bitcoin, this is a WXY because this is an ABC, and this was A, this is B, this is C. Why is it this A? Because this is a 5-wave move up, this is a 3-wave correction, and we are looking for a final 5th wave in wave C. And we are now in a final wave 5, which will be a 5-wave move down as well. So something like this, right? Into our primary bottom target of 52 to 57K. Update the bottom target as this wave structure further develops. We got 2 options here in this last wave 5, which will be a 5-wave structure. Either this is an impulse, so a strong 5-wave move down with no overlapping with wave 4, which will be this one, into wave 1, which ended right here. But the chart is also telling us a second option is possible, which I showed you in one of my posts on X from this week. And this is a diagonal, which is something like an overlapping structure. In this case, this would be an expanding diagonal, because if this is wave 1, this wave 2, this wave 3 is larger than wave 1. So this wave 4 should be longer than wave 2, and usually it overlaps with wave 1. So it goes into the territory of wave 1, and then finishes in the final wave 5, which must be larger than wave 3. And why is this option of a diagonal on the table? Well, this being an ending diagonal is on the table because this could be some kind of a complex double zigzag, and this could also be some kind of a complex zigzag. So AWXY, AWXY, and ending diagonals are a 3-wave structure in each of its 5 waves. Okay, it has to be some kind of a zigzag family structure. So it could be a double zigzag or a simple ABC. And the biggest hint if that is correct or not will be if we, with the next, we'll see if this wave 3 is finished yet or not. But when wave 4 will follow, and when everybody will call for the bottom to be in, but we know that the final fifth wave down is missing, where wave 4 ends will give us a hint if this will be a diagonal or if it will be a possible impulse. But usually, by the way, these waves 3 are less messy. But if this is some kind of an ugly wave 1, 2, 3, and if this was wave 4, we did not pass wave 1 right here, okay? So this could still be an impulse wave 3, and this is still wave 5 of this wave 3 that was not completed yet. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, and this current 4 cannot pass this mini wave 1, right? And ending in wave 5. So very messy and nested wave 3. So the ultimate tell will be where this wave 4 finishes. If it finishes below the end of wave 1, then a scenario of this remaining normal impulse stays alive. Okay, so something like this. If wave 4 splits above this level, then this is an ending diagonal, and then we will look for a 3-wave move down in the final wave 5. And we will see what the length of wave 3 will be. Then wave 5 needs to be longer than that. So when wave 3 will be finished, it doesn't mean that it is here. Okay, let's just assume where it will be finished. A regular wave 4 correction and retracement is 0.382. Okay, so somewhere here. It can go above that. It's not that usual. Okay, it can go above, but it cannot go into the territory of wave 1. If it does, it's a diagonal. We'll see when we get this retracement if we are possibly already in a wave 4. So I'll try to pinpoint the bottom as best as possible. We will be looking for a bullish divergence on RSI, so a higher low in RSI and a lower low in our bottom, which will be a beautiful trade. Next, if we look on ETH, ETH has a similar WXY, so we are looking for a final ABC, so we are looking for a final A5 wave move down. This structure of this final wave C, A5 wave move down, is even more messy than Bitcoin's, but we are looking for some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In either case, a final 5-wave move down. And in ETH's case, this being a diagonal, an ending expanding diagonal, is a bit more obvious than with Bitcoin. Because if this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 4 went into the territory of wave 1. So this is probably some kind of an ABC and an ABC. So some kind of a 3-wave structure, wave 3. It wouldn't surprise me when this wave 3 will be finished to get a 3-wave run up and possibly into the territory of wave 1, something like this. It can even go higher, it just cannot surpass wave 2 right here. And then this ending diagonal channeling line would be something right here. Then we are still missing a final 3-wave move down in wave 5. Same rules apply. The next XRP is doing good as well. If you want a deep dive on XRP, just search for our latest XRP video. But the same goes for XRP. We are looking for a final 5-wave down. And if we zoom in, XRP, this being a final leading diagonal of its wave 5, is the most obvious. Okay, this is some kind of an ABC, and this wave 4 already went into the territory of wave 1. It could also be that this is all nested structure and that this was actually a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still need to finish 1, 4, 5, and then another 4, 5. But it may be that this was some kind of a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's true, then if this is wave 3 length and this is an expanding diagonal, as we posted, this would be the minimal length of wave 5. It can go below that, of course. We already showed in the previous XRP video that XRP already went into this bottom target box, which we had many months ago. Then from the bottom, we would like to see some kind of a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down, and this would then make wave 1, and this will be wave 2 before continuing in wave 3, 4, 5. By the way, the best long entry is right here at the bottom of wave 2. And looking at Solana and its final wave down, which will be a 5-wave move as well, the situation is pretty similar than XRP. Both a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 nested situation as is a diagonal situation. I think that we are missing a final 5-wave move down here, but this structure is very messy, and both scenarios are still possible here. But this is a all 3-wave structure, and then we're looking for a final 5th wave if this is indeed a diagonal. If this is a diagonal though, then, like we said, wave 5 should be longer than this, and we are looking for a minimal target to something to 52. We'll just have to wait what the structure further tells us. Looking at the stablecoins and the Tether dominance, I think this is one of the most important charts in crypto. If you're following me, you remember that I posted right here on March that this target I'm looking at, then after we get this target, we will be looking for a final 5-wave move up. The main target is 9.5%, and we are very, very close to this right now. So we will just look how we look like internally. We would like to see a 5-wave move up right here. But just to show you, this is that post from March 9th. We showed that we are looking for this area right here, right about at 7%, and then we will be looking for a 5 waves here to get our top in this final leg up. And exactly that happened. We got that target, and we are now continuing in a 5-wave move up. Now zooming in on Tether dominance, the more I look at this chart, the more this looks like a diagonal. So this 5th wave being a 5-wave diagonal as well. Because zooming in on 1 hour chart, this wave 1 is messy in either way, 1, 2, 3, X and 1, 2, 3. So it could be wave 1. This is a 3-wave structure in either case. Then this could be some kind of an ABC, X connecting, and an ABC, which is a WXY, which is a 3-wave structure. And this ABC is not finished yet, probably will be finished here. Why? Because this wave C is not finished yet. This was a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so this is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are missing wave, final wave 5 to finish this wave 3, probably how it looks like at the moment. Then if this is really a diagonal, an ending extending diagonal, we will probably be going down in wave 3 that will go into the territory of wave 1, which cannot happen in an impulse. And if it turns out for that scenario to be correct, we'll see first where this wave 3 finishes, but if it finishes somewhere here, wave 5 has to be larger than wave 3. So it would go minimally to somewhere about here, but first we have to know where wave 3 ends and where wave 4 ends to do this more correctly. But in this supposed case, we would go a little bit below our top target at 9.5. We would go to about 9.6. We will see, because wave 4, like we said, can go very deep. It just cannot go below wave 2. Okay, and if it goes that deep, then our 9.5 could be still correct. So this was it. I hope you liked it. I'll make sure to bring you more of all of that. And like I said, if you like this, give me a follow on YouTube and on X, and share this, and let's all win this cycle that's coming. Now, let's see how this structure develops further. And until the next one, have a great weekend and see you later. Bye-bye.